Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. The first thing we gotta talk about today, I know I'm a little bit late with this news, but it still has to be talked about. It's the new qualification system that Mr. Olympia and IFBB just implemented. And I think, and everybody thinks, it's absolutely phenomenal. There will no longer be 60 freaking guys on the classic physique Mr. Olympia stage. So this new qualification system will be applied since this September, and it's going to be applied to the next years, to the 2026 Mr. Olympia. So basically they kind of divided the qualification system in two categories. One category is, of course, men's bodybuilding, men's 212 bodybuilding, women's bodybuilding, women's fitness, figure, women's physique, and fit model. And so that's one category, and there are no changes to this one. Maybe some changes to the wheelchair bodybuilding, I'm not sure, but basically it's all the way it was before. Top 3 from the Mr. Olympia, and the winner of each contest held during the qualification period, so no points as far as these categories. But as far as classic physique, which is what we are most interested in, of course, men's physique, bikini, and wellness, now we're going to have only 3 Mr. Olympia qualifications automatically, of course. I mean, it was the case so far. But then you're also going to have only a couple of shows that you can actually win one show and qualify for the Mr. Olympia by doing that. So Arnold Classic, Pittsburgh Pro, New York Pro, Romania, and Dubai Pro. So if you win one of those shows, you're automatically qualified. But as far as the other shows, you can't just win some small local show, pro local show, and just go to the Mr. Olympia like it was so far. That's why we had so many classic physique guys on that stage, like 60 guys. That's impossible to judge. And I mean, the same thing was in bikini, or I mean, in men's physique, of course. I mean, I don't follow those two divisions too much, but as far as classic physique, this is definitely very, very good news. So it's definitely going to be much more difficult for everybody to qualify now with this point system. But based on this right here, I don't think there's going to be actually that fewer bodybuilders on that stage. I mean, classic physique guys, or of course men's physique, bikini, and wellness. So basically top 25 in point standings will qualify for the Mr. Olympia. And then also everybody who wins 2 shows is going to be qualified. So we have, let's say we have 10 guys who win 2 shows. Now this is a very important thing. Now more people will compete. That's a great thing. We'll have more competitors doing more shows, because they want more points, or because they're trying to secure their spot by winning 2 shows. So more competitors will be competing. Now this is definitely a great incentive for that. So let's say 10 guys win 2 shows. I'm just guessing here, but let's say 10. Then from the Mr. Olympia, we'll have 1, 2, and 3. So 3 guys from the Mr. Olympia going to the, that's 13 guys. And then you have 5 shows, which are automatic qualifications for the Mr. Olympia, and that's Arnold Classic, Pittsburgh Pro, New York Pro, Romania, and Dubai Pro. That's 18 guys, by my calculations, and my guess that 10 of them will win 2 pro shows. So that's 18, let's say, well, maybe 15, 20, something like that. And then on top of that, another 25 who are qualified based on points, only points. So if you're actually, and it depends also, like if you are 4th at the Mr. Olympia, you get 12 points, 10 points for 5th place. And then at those 5 major shows, 2nd place will give you 14 points, 3rd place 11 points, 4th 9 points, 5th 7 points. And also all other pro contests, you win points by actually placing 1st, 2nd, 3rd, so 1st spot at any other show. Aside from these 6 shows here, will not give you actually a qualification. You have to win 2 shows to qualify automatically. If you don't, you can qualify based on points. So like I said, around 18 guys, let's say 15, and then on top of that, another 25. So that's 40 guys. That's still a lot. But let's say a couple of those guys who are top 3 at the Mr. Olympia are probably going to go and do the Arnold Classic, or Pittsburgh Pro, or maybe even New York Pro. And they're probably going to take away some qualifications there. And then also, Some of the other guys who are gonna try to win 2 shows might actually win 3 shows, or the Mr. Olympia guys can win multiple shows, leaving less shows to actually be won for the other guys to qualify by winning 2 shows. So yeah, I mean, based on this, the points and everything, I would say it's gonna be definitely fewer bodybuilders on that stage, but not that much fewer. So last year it was, I think, 57 of them, something like that. This year it might be like 40 or close to 40. I mean, we'll see how this will go. I mean, that's for next year, not this year. But yeah, it's definitely a change, and I love it. I gotta say I love it, because first, it means more guys will compete. Now they have to compete more. They have to do more shows, not just 1 show. They need to do 2 shows to qualify. And they actually need to do the other shows, like bigger shows, to qualify automatically if they are not top 3 in the Mr. Olympia. So that's great. And yeah, I mean, also it's going to mean that less guys are going to be actually on the Mr. Olympia stage, because 60 guys, that's, again, impossible to judge correctly. Absolutely impossible. I don't know what they were thinking so far, but they finally listened. And yeah, they're making the right changes. This may not be the best thing for the guys who were barely able to qualify to go there to compete at Mr. Olympia, but for us fans, it's definitely a better thing. The judging will be done more accurately, and also the show will not last as long without having 100 bikini competitors and I don't know how many men's physique guys and classic physique guys. This is definitely the right move, the correct move. I love it. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below in the comment section. Alright, now real quickly, before we continue, I just want to let you guys know about the EAAs by the Blackstone Labs. This flavor is absolutely amazing. It's a rocket popsicle, that's right. And it tastes delicious. Delicious, I love it. I love to sip on something sweet during my training. And if you look at the label, it's actually very, very potent. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, you can check it on the website as well. It's a very, very potent EAAs. So great flavor once again, great potency. If you guys want to try it out, go to the Blackstone Labs website and use the code EVAN for a 15% discount. Alright, now the next thing we got is something very, very interesting, a physique update from Hadi Choopan. Now, guys, I don't know if Hadi Choopan is actually going to be able to get to the US, but I'm actually getting messages from people on Instagram that he's actually gonna get there, that he is fine, that he has the visa, and I'm not even sure how true that is. I don't have any evidence, any proof for you guys right now, but that's what the rumor is, that he's fine, that he'll actually get to the US and there are no issues. Now, in this physique update that he posted, he actually looks absolutely nuts, man. And he tags Mr. Olympia. He just keeps tagging Mr. Olympia, never really talking about whether he's going to be able to get to the US. Nobody's talking about that really from his team, from his camp. So far, it seems like it's all good. But as far as his physique, so right here, guys, he looks absolutely nuts, man. Like, we saw his conditioning recently, and he is in shape. He's definitely in good shape for this point in prep. But here, you can see that he's actually really big and really full for this condition, for this time in prep. So he's definitely holding on a lot of size. And if he actually nails the conditioning, which I think he will this year, man, this is actually looking pretty freaking crazy right here. And, you know, Hadi actually might be the guy to beat. Even though he didn't win the Arnold Classic this year, he didn't win the Mr. Olympia last year, he was second, he won the Mr. Olympia 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I mean, last year, Samson won, the year before that, Derek, and the year before that, Hadi won. So it's been 3 years, but it seems like this year Hadi is coming probably stronger than ever. And when I was actually showing you guys Samson's physique update, my opinion was that Samson lost some size. And here, you can kind of see what I was trying to say. I mean, of course, I know this comparison is not great, it's not super accurate, of course. One is a guest posing on the stage under the bright lights and everything like that, and the other one is just in the gym under some really good lighting. But still, you can I'm sure you can note, I can notice at least, the difference in density and in like muscularity and thickness, especially in the lats, in the arms, even the chest and the shoulders. I think Hadi just has a lot more muscle, a lot more thick muscle in that upper body. Now, Samson, of course, has great legs. I mean, Hadi has great quads, but Samson has crazy hamstrings. So it's going to be very close, no doubt about that. It's going to be a tough battle for sure. All those four guys are very close. But here you can see what I was trying to say. So the fullness, the thickness, the density in the upper body, mainly the lats and the arms. Yes, I also know that Samson is very flat here. He's got to be flat. But Hadi's dieting too. And yeah, again, Hadi's lighting here, it's better, but you can't really have lats this massive and arms this freaking big and full and round just by having a really good lighting. Like, you can see the difference. Hadi is definitely way more dense, way more thick in those areas. But that doesn't have to mean anything. This does not mean that he's going to beat Samson at Mr. Olympia. It just means that Hadi looks pretty freaking impressive right now. Can he win the Mr. Olympia? For sure, absolutely. But so can Samson, so can Derek, so can Nick. Right now, it does seem that Hadi is bringing something special this year, and it seems like he's actually getting to the US. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below in the comment section. Alright, and the last thing we got is a little bit of an update from Michal Krizo, who is prepping for the Prague Pro. Here he is posing next to some, I'm assuming, Slovakian prospect or somebody from his EVLS team. I'm not sure, but yeah, we can see Krizo here, and he looks absolutely impressive for sure. And that's the thing with Krizo, like, you don't really understand how impressive he is until he actually stands next to a really good bodybuilder. This guy on his right here is actually very impressive. He's actually very good. But it's just that when he stands next to Krizo, he fades. Now, Krizo is incredibly good, but like, is he good enough to actually accomplish something like on the Mr. Olympia stage, something serious, like crack that top 5 or like top 3? I mean, yeah, he already kind of achieved great success by placing 7th at the Mr. Olympia, but I think he can probably do better than that if he actually focused on improving his physique on his off-season, and he never really does that. He just focuses on his prep, and that's when he actually makes progress. But is he going to make some progress this year? I mean, here in the back double, to be honest, his glutes actually seem kind of thicker. I don't know if it is just like the lighting or the angle, something like that, but the glutes actually do look better. So maybe he's actually improving in that area. And also the posing here looks decent. He looks more controlled. So maybe he's actually practicing the posing. If he does those two things, just focuses on his lacking body parts in his prep, not even in his off season, just in his prep, and he also practices posing, that's still gonna be a great improvement. And in that case, yeah, I can see him winning. Well, I don't know about Prague Pro, because the rumor is some really good guys are doing that show, and you'll see who in time. No, I'm not allowed to say anything. You'll find out in time, but it's going to be a very interesting Prague Pro, and I don't know if Krizo is competing in some other shows this year, but as far as qualifying for this year's Mr. Olympia, he's not doing that. He's going to try to qualify for the next year's Mr. Olympia, but he can't do that by winning Prague Pro. Actually, he needs to win 2 shows or actually get there based on points. So he needs to compete more or win 2 smaller shows. Both things are definitely very possible. If he tries, I'm sure we'll see him on the Mr. Olympia stage. And if he gets there, he can place as high as, I don't know, 6, 7, something like that, if he actually makes those improvements that I was just telling you about. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. You tell me whatever is on your mind down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. For more content like this, guys, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. All the best, and bye-bye.